I am going to address to both white people and everyone white adjacent and black people. Black people do not get in those streets on April 5th. That is not your place. That is not your position. That is not your fight. You can get on any platform and urge people. You can support with your dollars, but do not put your bodies in that street. It's not hard to see why other people have been able to protest peacefully over these last 60 days. Y'all know, should we enter physically into this fight, we will be looking at those extreme right-wing people, those militia people, those government-sanctioned people to infiltrate our protests and turn them violent. That has happened over and over and over and over and over again. Black bodies, brown bodies start doing it peacefully, and then next thing you know, it degenerates. Y'all, this is proven that there have been bad actors who have infiltrated these sign parties that we've had. You can't afford to be there. Now, to the white people, stop asking us to be there. To the white people who are goading us to being there, stop goading us to be there. See, unlike you, who are filled with righteous rage, we have generations of this shit. And not only that, we have at least a decade and a half of this shit, starting with Trayvon Martin, if we want to be very recent. I have known rage, I have known fear, I have known terror, I have known disappointment unlike I've ever known before. So many of you did not stand with us during any of that. Instead, you ask, but what did they do? Instead, you ask, why didn't you comply? Instead, you ask, what it was that was created as a situation by us to invoke this violence. And it wasn't until you saw that man on the ground with a knee on his neck for 8 minutes that you understood that people of all shades of color deserve dignity, and they do not deserve to die at the hands of the people who should be protecting. Don't ask us to get in those streets, because there is a lot of rage, there's a lot of fear. And if just our presence is going to invoke some kind of response from the top floor, please understand that taking that risk of going out there means that we have so much more to lose than you. And if it's going to cost us everything, we're going to lay out everything. And there are no safe white people at that point. I don't mean safe from us, I mean safe to us, because you've already proved that you haven't been. Yes, some of y'all had your choices changed in November. Yes, some of y'all had that manipulation, but there was enough of you to not be safe. Don't ask us to be out there. And to those of you who were planning on being out there, stay home. And I'm only talking to black people. Stay home. And as far as our Hispanic brothers and sisters, I don't know what to tell you. It's your choice. Y'all know what they're doing. If you haven't seen Chrome Detention Center, I suggest you look it up. That's up to you. But as far as my people, let them handle it. And to those who are black and telling us that we need to be out there, it's your choice. You go right ahead. Let it devolve into something violent just because you could not read the room. This is not our fight. We've been fighting for a very long time. This is not our fight. It's not.